Hello everyone, my name is Alex Silva. Today I want to talk to you about how, yes, your kit lens is awesome. Here on Image Weekly. Hi there. Today I wanted to talk to you about how, yes, kit lenses are very, very good. We can also say they are awesome. However, I've heard many times that, kit lenses are not good. Some people even refer to them as paperweights, things like that. However, I'm here to tell you, no, they are actually very, very good. We can also say, yes, they are actually awesome. Why? Let's start with a bit of a history. Back when SLR cameras were invented, and they became a commercial success. I think it was in the it was in the 1950s. They were usually sold with what is called a normal lens that I actually talked about in a previous video. And yes, normal lenses are amazing, they're awesome. However, being fixed focal lengths, they have their limitations. They are very good at making people creative. However, they're not super convenient in some areas. That's why in the 1990s, actually 80s, sorry, 1980s, some manufacturers started offering not only normal lenses with their entry-level cameras, but also zoom kit lenses. As their name implies, they were zoom. We also need to figure out, hey, what is a zoom kit lens? As its name implies, it was a zoom lens. And in order for it to still be not quite compatible, but to cover some of the needs of a newcomer to photography, and the manufacturers also recognized that they needed to cover the focal length of a normal lens. So that's why they covered a bit of a wide-angle lens, but also a bit of telephoto. So when these zoom lenses were first available, they covered usually a bit of wide-angle, let's say 35 millimeters, and a bit of a telephoto, 80 millimeters usually, and in the middle you would find the normal lens for a 35 millimeter film, and which is 50 millimeters. So 35, 50, and 80, and anything in between. And they became a success because they covered a bit more of the needs of a new photographer. However, they needed to sacrifice a bit of image quality. They wouldn't have these zoom kit lenses were not available with a really wide aperture. They needed to, in order for the manufacturers to keep costs down, the aperture was variable and was not super fast or super bright. And of course, this was offered with the purchase of a new camera. That's why they were now kit lenses. So it's a zoom kit lens. But anyway, they have many limitations. The image quality was a bit degraded because of the variable aperture, and they were not as bright as before. And in order to reduce cost, many of these kit lenses are made with plastic. Of course, there are a bit of exceptions. This is an 1855, the EFM 18 to 55 millimeter, which has a metal bayonet, and the camera has a metal mount. And but many entry-level cameras and lenses are even are made with plastic, even in the mount and the bayonet. It's not a bad thing. It's just a measure to reduce cost. Now, it's not any plastic. It is polycarbonate, which is really really sturdy, and it has a lot of advantages. However, it does have a bit of a degradation in the image. So this may not sound really awesome so far. However, the main strength of a kit lens is its versatility, because it is a zoom lens. Given on the wide angle portion, you can shoot great landscapes, because landscapes don't require you to use really big apertures, and even though it's not the widest lens in the world, it provides you with a really nice angle of view, good for landscapes, for a bit of architecture and things like that. Of course, it includes the normal focal length, not the brightest, but it will provide you with a way to photograph the world in a realistic way. So you have normal length. And of course, you have a bit of portrait, a bit of a telephoto lens. So you can shoot great portraits, even with limited resources. I'll make sure that I include some images, some example images in the video. And they may not provide the blurriest of the backgrounds or the nicest bokeh, if you will. However, they will help you solve a problem when it comes to shooting portraits or getting a bit closer to attention. You can even shoot some sports like volleyball or tennis with a kit lens. So I think the main strength of a kit lens is the versatility, because it is a zoom lens. It will not be perfect for any of these situations, but it will help you experiment and try different kinds of photography, so you find your niche or your specialty. And that is the main point of using a kit lens. If you are a bit of a novice, one of the first things, well, after you know the foundations of photography, one of the first things that you should focus on is to figure out what is the kind of photography that you enjoy shooting, your niche, your specialty. And kit lenses are great for that. They will let you figure out what is your next step, and then you can talk about probably upgrading your lens in order to get into a certain specialty. And that, my friends, is why a kit lens is just awesome. I really hope you liked this video. I really hope I helped with this video. If that is the case, you can like the video, comment if you like it, or if you'd like to add to the conversation. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel in order for you to keep up to date with my videos. And if you prefer to read all this information, you can read my blog, imageweekly.com. You can share the post. You can leave a comment there as well, in order for you to continue the conversation or add anything I may have missed. And of course, you can subscribe to the weekly newsletter, so you can keep up to date to any of these ramblings or any other discussion that I may have for you. And if for any reason you probably didn't quite get some of the explanations that I gave here in terms of focal length or sensors or things like that, or if you want to take a refresher course in foundations of photography, well, I have a course for you, a free course for you. It's called Learn Photography in 7 Days, and you can find it at learnphotographyin7days.com. And please remember, keep learning and keep shooting.